Hey there, it's David with Weld. I'm jumping in to do a quick video on what happens next if you've decided that Weld is a good fit for your project. So you've handed us a deposit check, you've given us the green light, now what? So the first thing that we move into is the design and planning stages. This is where we do all of our 3D modeling. We put it in CAD, we get the numbers perfect. We're going to send renderings back and forth with you, make sure everything is exactly what we're looking for, and we get approval on a design. This is also where we do the logistics planning. So for more difficult installs where there's maybe equipment that is needed or a specific like lifting plan, this is where we would sort that out to make sure that once the pieces are there, we know how to put them where they need to go, which is an often overlooked portion of this whole planning stage. And it can create, huge headaches down the line if it's not given the proper amount of attention. So this is the perfect time to make little tweaks to the design, make sure that it's right, make sure it's what you're looking for. For larger projects, sometimes the design phase gets separated from the rest of it, and it's called a design retainer that would be taken. And this just means that you'd hire us to make the design, and then after that, we'd be able to get you an estimate for the fabrication, and should you choose to go with someone else, you can take that design and take it elsewhere. This is really, really common for large projects where maybe the budget isn't super clear when we get started, and it's something that we have to figure out with time. Usually this is when we have more ideas about what we want the space to be and less ideas about how much we want to spend. So it's not applicable for all things, but it's worth mentioning. We move from there right into our material orders. So after we've got the CAD done, we can move into blueprints. So I'm going to make blueprints to hand to my guys, and then we can all work off of them, and we're all on the same page. We know what's going on. These blueprints are great for putting together a final cut list and material list, and that's what we order our material based on, is what's on there. From there, we go into fabrication. Once we have material in our hands, we can move pretty quickly. So you'll receive frequent updates through your preferred method of contact. And this will keep you up to date on how the progress is going, any changes to the anticipated completion date. Say there's a part that's back ordered and we have to push back a few days. These things happen. We'll be keeping you in the loop throughout all of that. And we'll move right into finish work. So when the fabrication is done, finishing can mean a lot of different things. It can mean paint, it can mean powder coat. Sometimes it's just a metal scratch pattern done with sandpaper or Scotch-Brite. But one of the most common things that we do is powder coating. So when fabrication is done, our steel goes out to a powder coater, and they're gonna put a durable finish on it that's gonna protect your investment for years to come, yada, yada, yada. Basically, it makes sure that your railings or gates or anything outdoors is going to last a long time, which is what you care about when you're investing. So during this stage, we're also going to coordinate with you on an installation date. So we're going to round up any final supplies we need for installation, and we're going to set a date to come by and make sure that this is all taken care of. And then the last thing is taking care of it. So we're gonna go on the day we say. We ask that you're home for at least a portion of the install near the end, and that way you can take a look at it. You can be there for the finishing touches, make sure that it meets all of your needs and checks all the boxes before we get packed up and leave. And this is where we make sure that everything is up to your standards, and we talk about anything with the warranty, we talk about anything with maintenance that may be there, and we collect the remainder of the final balance. And from there, we'll send you a receipt, wave goodbye, say goodbye to your friends, say goodbye to your family, say goodbye to your dogs, and then we head out. And we'll be checking in with you periodically after, every now and then, just to make sure you're not having any issues. Making sure you know when your warranty is about to expire, so if there are any things, we can catch them before it's out of warranty. Little odds and ends like that, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Thanks for checking in. Take care.